What is up, friends? Welcome back for another episode of Better Call Saul. We are fresh off a great episode and a potential win for Jimmy and Kim against Chuck after the little stunt he pulled at the end. I don't know if him planting a battery in Chuck's jacket without him knowing is a usable or a legal piece of evidence in a courtroom like that, but it seemed like they didn't have any objections to it in the moment, and it obviously proved all the points they wanted to. So I don't know if we are going to jump straight back into the courtroom in this episode or if we're just going to see the aftermath. Either way, I'm really interested to see what happens now, and Chuck and Jimmy's relationship at this point is probably worse than it's ever been, just because Chuck seemed to have Jimmy backed into an impossible corner, yet somehow he worked his way out of it at the expense of Chuck's electrical allergy. And so I hope you guys enjoy watching along with me for this episode. If you do, definitely consider leaving a thumbs up. Helps the video reach a lot more people, helps the channel grow. And of course, you can check out the full-length reaction on my Patreon. Link for that is in the description below. And of course, you'll need your own copy of the show to watch along with me there. But without further ado, let's jump into episode 6. This time, I don't think that is somebody that I should recognize, unlike Crazy 8 last time. Restaurants seem to be the place of doing business, though, for these guys. Oh, he's actually back. Speak of the devil right there. He was in such a brief scene before, it made me think he was just a cameo.
Hey, my father's gonna bring in his Corolla. His dogs tore up the back seat. Ate the stuffing.
Dude is just all about small talk right now. He has a very different personality than he does in season 1 of Breaking Bad. He's a little more timid around these guys.
You're light.
Like I was saying, the guys...
Why didn't you make it up on your end?
I did, but I couldn't make it all up. You got my share, man. I swear.
Oh, geez. Well, we obviously know he's not going to get offed right now or anything, but he's probably going to be on a very short leash with them.
Who works for who? Huh?
Oh no, did he just convince him to go beat him up or something or tell him off? Hector certainly doesn't take any crap from anybody.
No, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Nacho.
Oh, I love this man just keeping the shot on Hector, completely unfazed by this. Man is pretty ruthless. Ouch, bro, that would be so freaking painful. It's just rough even to look at. Nacho's not having second thoughts about working for Hector, is he? Well, I mean, they've already answered that. He hates Hector, but, well, I don't know about Hector. He hates Tuco, but it's clearly something's eating it away at his mind.
Jimmy McGill has worked tirelessly to build a practice that helps the elderly. You've heard from many of Mr. McGill's clients today. Every one of them came here gladly in support of their lawyer.
Let's go, man. Got the whole crew here. Hard to disregard the good he's done for the community.
Even supporting Charles's career by hand-making a Mylar-lined suit jacket. And yet during this time, Charles McGill's irrational animus towards his brother grew.
I love, just like last episode, we're doing a lot of overlaid dialogue. I am glad that we're seeing more of the court proceedings, though.
So now the question you must ask yourselves is this: is the legal profession better with Jimmy McGill in it? I believe the answer is a resounding yes.
Oh, this is such great filmmaking right now. Chuck is a broken man even more than he was before.
Oh, here's to 12 short months. Also, somebody call the Pope, because according to your summation, I ought to be a saint, me and Mother Teresa.
I love that, dude. So is the 12 months gonna be spent in prison? Is that what he's referring to? Or is that just 12 months suspension from law?
Have you given any thought to what you're going to do for the next year?
That is tomorrow talk. Tonight, I celebrate with the world's best defense attorney. Where are your notes? Let's roll around on them, see what happens.
Nice. I can't blame his wanting to celebrate. They definitely put together a great case. But also that answers the question. He's just going to be hanging around for a bit, which is interesting. That feels like a end of season type move, not mid-season.
I was just at Chuck's and he won't answer the door.
I'm sure he's fine. He's just being dramatic.
I want you to come with me to get him to let us in.
I've already kicked my door in for the year.
Yeah, I don't think Jimmy and Chuck in the same place right now is the best idea after what went down.
This was never about helping Chuck.
I told you I had to defend myself and Chuck would need help afterwards, which he does.
You got what you wanted. Now it's time to do what's right.
No.
Oh, jeez, man. Just straight up refusing. Love that dialogue, though. That's kind of how he treats a lot of his situations. He just goes for what he wants, regardless if it's right or not.
Chuck was right about you all along. He's mentally ill. What is your excuse? Enjoy your champagne.
Wow, she did not mince words right there, my goodness. But even in a moment like that, you would think she's being harsh, but Chuck indeed is kind of right about a lot of things.
This is a win. Jimmy's not going to be a lawyer for 1 year. And if he screws up, which we both know is likely, his PPD terminates. And that 1 year may turn into forever.
Does not look like Chuck is responding to any of that right there. As bad as Jimmy does sometimes, I have faith he can stay strong for a year. Maybe I shouldn't, though.
I say, put your energy into the future.
Very interesting contrasting both them and Jimmy and Kim, because each of them are celebrating as if they won, sharing a drink over some good words. Oh, maybe there will be a change after all, and Jimmy, by doing that trick, is actually going to benefit Chuck, help him overcome his greatest weakness.
Francesca, get me KWBV. Get me the manager. Then get me somebody who can pull a commercial. Stat.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, if he's not practicing, then there's no reason for him to have a commercial up. Obviously not wanting people to call and find out he's not working right now, but also I don't know if that's part of the deal.
9 airings left. I'm out $4,000.
You have to find a local business and try to sell them your time.
This pile of garbage explicitly states I'm not allowed to resell.
Oh, well, that sucks, man. And with Jimmy being out of law for a year, I'm really interested to see what he does, because certainly we're not just going to skip forward a year.
So you want to fire Francesca?
I don't need her for more than filing and getting coffee, and I can do that myself.
We just hired her. I like her.
Well, we know that Francesca manages to stick around. I don't know if he brings her back later or what happens with her, though.
As far as I'm concerned, nothing's changed.
So you're going to keep paying for half a law office even though you're not practicing law?
The day I don't show up with my half, that's the day we'll talk about closing this place.
I admire his persistence. I don't know what kind of work he's going to do in the meantime. I wonder if Cinnabon's hiring, but Jimmy definitely does not like change. Keep things rolling on the same path at all costs.
For a reasonable price, we will shoot your commercial, and then we'll throw in the airtime for the low, low price of free.
Here we go, dude. He's definitely gifted in the television business. Might as well keep it going.
When do you think you might decide?
Next week.
I was talking about a much shorter window.
How short?
We would have you on the air by 3:20 this afternoon.
Oh my gosh, dude, this is ridiculous. He has to make the most of this while he still can.
We would need to be shooting in the next 15 minutes.
I love that cut right there. I don't think he was successful based off his mannerisms.
Is everything okay?
No, I air in 2 hours and 20 minutes and I have no clients. How do I find somebody who needs a commercial and can afford one?
We're not going to run into any businesses that we know here. I assume he's not going to stop trying.
You could make a commercial.
That's what I've been trying. Oh, right.
Oh, that car is in such bad shape, dude. I love how it's so cramped that he's just having the boom mic hang out the window.
Jimmy McGill's the name. Advertising.
Get ready.
I'm Jimmy McGill with an amazing opportunity for small business owners.
Is he gonna make a commercial offering to make commercials for people? I can't imagine what other play he would make.
For a limited time, we'll shoot your commercial today and have it on the air tomorrow.
For a limited time, we'll shoot your commercial today and have it on air tomorrow.
I thought you were like president of the drama club or something.
I'm treasurer.
Was he gonna ask her to step into the spotlight? These guys finally have a chance to make it big and get promoted.
Woof.
Are you gonna do this or not? Because either way, I'm getting my $100.
Crack open your magic bag. I'll have to Karloff this thing.
Oh gosh, I can't wait to see whatever happens with that. It's a smart play though. Easier than going door to door at random businesses. Back at the old stomping ground, let's go. Haven't seen this place in quite a while. Hopefully this means that we actually get to see Gus in this episode. Jeez, bro, the lengths they go to hide stuff is so elaborate. I mean, when you're dealing with something sketchy like this, you have to be careful, but absolutely zero room for error.
All the same weight?
Within a quarter gram.
Do you have a scale?
Take your pick.
Another familiar face right there. They really are just bringing everybody back. I love that we're taking a newer character in Nacho and mixing it in with them, though.
Forgot how to count? You get 5.
Don Hector gets 6. He's expecting 6.
Oh man, the absolute courage on this dude just staring down the barrel like that does not faze him in the least.
He's trying to take 6. We only owe him 5. He's pushing it.
Give it to him. Sure. Give it to him.
Yes, dude. Love seeing him back on the screen. He knows how to run business, keep the people happy. It would be so hard working in that life, though, because almost every interaction you have is life or death. That'd just be so exhausting, and your life expectancy is so low. Is Gus just scoping this place out for the first time? It doesn't really look like there's anything being done right here. That would be cool if we saw the origins of this. No way, dude. It is the origins. What? He's just buying it. So many things I never thought we would see or never knew I wanted to see. They're giving it to us.
What? It could work.
No way, dude. What? I love this. We actually get Lydia back in the picture and we see her with Gus. We never got that before. Does this mean we're also going to see Gale at some point? Because obviously he was the OG of that factory. I'm stoked to see Lydia though, man. I really grew to love her character in season 5. Shaw was looking like we were about to get a Rocky training montage with Chuck. What exactly is he doing right now? He is all electric blanketed up. I mean, we saw him grab the battery before, so maybe he's just trying to work himself back into normal life. I love the way they're doing the filming, though, how it's got this glow and all these flares going on.
May I speak with Dr. Lara Cruz, please? Yeah, Charles McGill, I'm a patient, former patient. I need to see Dr. Cruz as soon as possible.
Is he going to try and get officially diagnosed? Because if that happens, he might be able to overturn the decision that they reached before.
Your father, where does he get his upholstery?
From the distributor.
I want a new way to get my stuff over the border.
Oh, he's not going to use his dad to do this. I don't think Nacho is going to be okay with that at all.
Leonel talked to a guy in Los Lunas. Looks like Tuco knifed the guy. But he definitely broke a guard's jaw. They got him in solitary.
Oh gosh, dude. Don't tell me we're gonna see Tuco again.
He'll be in there forever!
Oh gosh, dude. What an explosion right there. And Hector is not looking good at all right now. Is he sick?
You talk to your father.
Oh, that sucks so bad. Don't tell me Nacho's gonna go ask Mike to kill Hector now. And unfortunately, when you're in that life, you can't tell anybody no. The decision's basically already been made.
What commercial did you run? Not Gimme Jimmy.
No, I made a new one.
When?
Today.
Please tell me we actually get to watch it. I want to see his masterwork.
Okay, let's see it.
Yes, I don't know. It's not my best work. It's, very last minute.
I don't know. Even Jimmy at his worst with commercials, I feel like is better than most people.
What's that I see? Albuquerque's next TV star? It's you, small business owner, struggling to make it in today's fast-paced economy.
This is great, dude. I love his freaking disguise as well, so they don't recognize him as Jimmy.
I can make you a TV star for a price you can afford. Call me, Saul Goodman. The world needs to know about you and your business.
What, dude? This is the introduction of Saul Goodman? No way. So that is why he comes up with that name, so they don't recognize him as Jimmy McGill.
Saul Goodman.
Yeah, it's like Saul Good, man.
That guy has a lot of energy.
It's just a name.
Huh.
I love that they end it right there. I totally did not expect them to introduce that right there. About dang time we get Saul in the mix. Well, that Saul definitely isn't quite the last iteration of Saul that we see later on, but the idea's out there now. Certainly he's gonna reuse that for further commercials in the future. So many great things in this episode though. So many introductions. I wouldn't even be surprised if they brought back Walter or Jesse at this point, or even someone like Hank, because they are throwing in so many recognizable faces. Obviously Lydia might be the biggest one since Gus, because she was one of the major players in season 5, and just learning about her character, she was clearly a huge part of Gus's operation and just that whole big organization. And so I'm really excited at the potential of seeing her work behind the scenes that we didn't really get to see beforehand until after Gus's death in Breaking Bad. But then we also got Tyrus in this episode as well, who admittedly I had to look up his name because I did not remember it. One of the few character names that I haven't been able to remember from Breaking Bad. Obviously he wasn't the biggest role back then, but still significant enough for me to recognize him when he popped up on screen. But at least my worries of Gus not popping back up in the show for a bit were put to rest, because we got some footage with him in this and it was separate from Mike. So maybe we're just going to start having him play kind of a side character role in the show overall, which I would absolutely love. Give me as much footage as possible with him and his character's story. But obviously the biggest reveal came at the very end, which was Saul Goodman finally being thrown into the mix. And I love that his name was just born out of something so simple, just the phrase Saul Goodman, like we saw him use in the flashback in the first season, I think, if I remember right. But he definitely is started off with a bang, and we know the Saul of the future is a television mastermind with the Better Call Saul commercials, so it's very fitting that his first appearance would also be in a commercial about selling commercials to people. And I love the dialogue at the very end, how he says it's just a name, but if we've learned anything from Shakespeare, there's definitely a lot more that goes into a name. And of course we know that Saul Goodman isn't just a random name, it comes with an entire persona around it. And so I don't know if he's going to be used as a character in the future just as a way of Jimmy hiding his real identity and avoiding any sort of negative consequences on Jimmy McGill himself. I'm very curious how they interwork him into the show, but I love the reveal there at the end and that they ended the episode on that too. But I guess back to the Hector stuff as as well in this episode, with him kind of coughing a lot and looking pretty sickly. Maybe the wheelchair stuff and him not being able to speak and everything in the future isn't caused by some sort of severe accident, which is what I've been thinking for the longest time. Maybe it's more of a gradual descent and a disease just kind of takes him over, which would be kind of interesting to see that happen. Obviously, I'm loving the opportunity to see him walk around and talk and everything, because he is so much more intimidating like that, but I love watching the actor perform as well. He does a great job with that character. But with everything else that went on in this episode, I almost completely forgot we got Crazy 8 again as well in the beginning of this episode, and so now that he's been brought back twice, I feel like he could be a recurring character a little bit, come back a few more times. But I also mentioned the possibility of Gale showing back up now that the official facility for the meth cooking may be bought here in a second by Guess. And so this episode was just jam-packed full of great stuff. It's hard to believe how much we have covered in season 3 so far, because we have just crossed the halfway point. There's still 4 more episodes, but this season has been incredible so far. It's been quite the ride, and so I'm really looking forward to seeing how the rest of it turns out. Hopefully you guys enjoyed watching along with me for this episode. If you did, definitely consider leaving a thumbs up. Helps the video reach a lot more people, helps the channel grow, and of course you can check out the full-length reaction on my Patreon, link for that in the description below. But until the next episode, look forward to seeing you all later. Peace.